play. Can anyone say no when Europe's giants come calling? 206 ESPN FCS Steve Nicol talks whether or not players are able to resist the temptation of playing for Real Madrid, Barcelona or PSG. 206,335 AM GMT. The January transfer window is usually quiet, but Barcelona spending big after making Philippe Coutinho the second most expensive player in the world. They are now adding 23-year-old giant Colombian centre-back Yerry Mina to the squad. The fee might be tiny in comparison to Coutinho. The outlay is €11.8 million. But it is a lot more than they would have had to pay just over 2 years ago when Mina was available at a cut price of €1 million. He was still in Colombian football then. After making his debut with Provincial Deportivo Pasto, Mina made his name in the capital, Bogotá, with Independiente Santa Fe. Commanding in the air, quick across the ground, he stood out as much for his defensive quality as for his gangling 1.95 meters frame. So impressive was he in 3 consecutive international club competitions, 2 versions of the Copa Libertadores and 1 Copa Sudamericana, which Santa Fe won, that it was surprising that he was not on a fast track to top-level European club football. Had he been Brazilian or Argentine, he would surely have been picked up earlier. Instead, following Santa Fe's exit from the 2016 Libertadores, Palmeiras swooped to take him south to Brazil, where he soon had another league title to add to his collection. Ricardo Nogueira Jetty image. Mina also has 9 international caps and stands out as a highlight in what was a successful but uninspired Colombian World Cup qualification campaign. He made his debut in the United States during the 2016 Copa Centenario. He then went into the starting lineup in World Cup qualification. The 5 times he played, Colombia were never beaten: 3 wins, 2 draws, and kept 4 clean sheets. The only time they conceded was against Uruguay, who led 21 inside the last 10 minutes. Mina went and put it right, starting the move with a charge out of defense, then finishing it off with a typical towering header to level the score. In all, he has 3 goals in his 9 international games, an illustration of his strength in the air in both penalty areas. Colombia might have qualified with greater ease had not Mina missed the last 4 rounds due to injury. Indeed, one possible question mark against his signing is the fear that his giant frame might be prone to the occasional breakdown. There are 2 other possible problem areas, along with the question of adaptation both on and off the pitch, which always apply to a player crossing the Atlantic. One is a tendency to pick up cards. He missed the 30 defeat to a Leo Messi-inspired Argentina after receiving 2 yellow cards in his first 3 games. When a player of his size mistimes a tackle or hits himself aggressively, the outcome can look ugly. The other is his suitability for a team that loves to build from the back, where defenders must receive the ball under pressure and make sound passing decisions. Mina is no slouch on the ball and loves a forward surge, but there might be the occasional passing error in a zone of the pitch where such mistakes can be very costly. For a centre-back of such potential, however, the transfer fee is far from costly. Mina has proved a smash success with Pasto, Santa Fe, Palmeiras and Colombia, and it will fascinating to see whether he can keep the run going at Barcelona.